Hello and a very special welcome to our guest today, Lois Kirkwood. She is the founder of Skin Official and the creator of the Miss Skin technique.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Not only is she recognized for her superpowers in skin rejuvenation, but you've also been mentioned and recognized by Vogue and the Tatler.
Yeah.
That is amazing. So Lois is one of our brand ambassadors as well. And when we started to advertise that she would be doing a masterclass for us, we were overwhelmed with questions. So I have written down some of the most important ones.
Amazing.
So hopefully we can get through them. Today you're going to be sharing your story with us, right?
Yeah.
Where you started, where you began, and how this all came to be. So let's talk about you for
Perfect.
a second. So take us back to the start.
Yeah.
Tell us where this all began and where you got the inspiration for all of this.
So where I began, I actually took a bit of a different route. I think skincare was always a hobby for me. Like when I would be younger, I would be in my nan's bathroom for hours using all of her skincare at such a young age. And she'd be like, what are you doing in there? And I'd just constantly always be using her skincare. So that's where I always sort of had the hobby for it. And then just growing up, I was always, you know, where like your friends would be into like makeup and hair. Mine was always like, oh, Lois has got the best skincare routine. I'd always be doing research about it. So then when I was actually in university, that's when I realised I actually could do something with this. So that's when I then actually went back to college after university. I did my level 2, 3, 4, and then it just sort of went from there. And at first, it did sort of start off as like a bit of a side hustle. I didn't think it would ever take off the way it did, but it did really seem to take off within the first year. So,
and
yeah.
That is amazing because you have really put yourself on the map as having a superpower in skin rejuvenation.
Thank you.
So tell us about your inspiration to create your own method and this annual treatment.
Yeah, so I think first of all for me it was kind of unintentional, to be honest. So I started off doing a few masterclasses, my first one being like basic facial, skin science and business building, and every single one of my students that would come to the masterclass to be like, we want to learn how you do your massage. So then that's when it sort of started, like it set something in my brain. Then I was like, right, like people actually really want to see this because it was all over my social media. So that's when then, okay, I'm actually going to market this as my own sort of technique. I put my own sort of spin to it as well, from like the natural facelift. I added the sculpt and drain side into it too. So that's where then it sort of all came from, yeah.
That is amazing. One of the questions that we got asked was, what has been the most rewarding part of your career so far?
Yeah, so I would say probably, so I've only been teaching now, so obviously I've been in the skin industry a few more years, but in terms of teaching, I've been teaching now for 3.5 years, for a year. I've been teaching and already I've done over 100 students. I think now it's coming to like nearly 150 students. So
Jeez,
I think
that's crazy.
Obviously I'm only 24, so at such a young age, it's, you know, it makes me feel really proud to see how far I've gone. And I have people traveling from all over the UK as well, so it does make me feel really happy.
That's something to be so incredibly proud of. So Lois, what do you think has been your biggest success in such a competitive aesthetic market?
I would say just literally getting my name out there. I feel like sometimes as a practitioner you get a bit of like imposter syndrome, don't you? So
Totally.
I feel like you don't realise how successful you actually are. But then when I'm speaking to so many students, people like, you know, I get messages from like LA, I get messages from Australia for people to come and teach me because they've seen this like Miss Skin technique, and sometimes it just, honestly, it takes me back a little bit because I think
that's amazing.
I'm just a girl sometimes. So, you know, seeing how far the Miss Skin technique actually has went, like internationally as well, you know, I think that's what makes it feel really successful for me.
That is, honestly, that is inspirational. And I suppose the next question was that somebody asked was, what actually keeps you motivated? Because in such a competitive industry as well, like how do you stay motivated?
Yeah, I think for me, I'd say like my personality, I'm quite a motivated person. So like in general, I am quite a competitive person. So I think by just speaking to my clients every day, like for me, obviously I do clients and I also teach. I think seeing my clients every day, getting to speak to them, and I think, you know, I feel like I do have the best job in the world as a girl. Like, I get to speak to girls every single day, you know, we get to chit chat, but also seeing their, like, how far they come with their own skin, and just sort of the community that I am building too. So like with my Miss Skin Technique students, we all have a big community, we're constantly chatting in it, and it's just so nice to see like the community that I am building.
So rewarding as well.
Yeah, it's so
especially
rewarding.
when you're helping anybody that has some sort of insecurity or concern with their skin. Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
So I guess everybody wants to know, what technologies are you working with, and how are you pairing things together to get the amazing results that you're getting?
So I think from Zemits, I'm using quite a bit, to be honest. So I've got the Zemits Senior Silk, I've got the Zemits Vivo Tight, I've got the Zemits High Frequency, the Zemits Verstand HD Pro, the Hydro Diamond. So I have got quite a few technologies, and I love them all for so many different things. So I think if we start with the Zemits Verstand HD and the Hydro Diamond Abrasion, so honestly I feel like that can be paired with so many things. So obviously it's got the vacuum cup and massage, the oxygen infusion, serum infusion, radio frequency, microdermabrasion. It's got so many different technologies on there. I love to pair that with my facial massage, especially the cups, and I also love the extraction tool on there too. I feel it's so powerful in comparison to other ultrasonic skin scrubbers I have used. It's definitely the most powerful. I feel like in terms of extraction, it's absolutely amazing. But I also love the Zemits microcurrent device. I feel like people are coming to me all the time saying, oh, I want to try that out, it looks so cool. But how you actually see the results straight away after that, it's absolutely amazing.
I think that's what's made everybody so excited for today's masterclass, because
they want to see it.
Totally, because you've got all these technologies, and how do you put them together? So you are a very special Zemits ambassador for us. Please, would you share, what does this partnership with Zemits look like behind the scenes?
Behind the scenes, honestly, it's been absolutely amazing from start to finish. So before I was even actually an ambassador for Zemits, I actually already used Zemits. I had like the high frequency and things. So I feel like I already had an actual passion, you know, for the technology that you use. It's very trustworthy. There's amazing results with it. But I think just how far everyone has gone for me, and I think just like the relationships we've built, you know, I think if I ever need any help with anything, the training and everything, it's been absolutely amazing. So I feel like I've learned so much.
That's so nice for us to know. And what advice would you give any other aesthetic practitioner that is looking for a technology, looking to partner with a technology company? What advice would you give them in terms of what specific things to look for that would help them?
Honestly, I feel like look at the people who are using the technologies in the first place. You know, I think, you know, if you look at the people that are using Zemits, they're all quite like high reputable people, so you know you can tell that the trustworthy devices. I think as well, go and try them out for yourself, see how well that they actually work, and I think that just says it all. Once you've tried it, like I feel like you're sold anyway. But speaking to the company as well, seeing about like, you know, the warranties, the things that they offer as well, I think that's super important, because you know things can go wrong sometimes. So it's important to know that, you know, you're not just sort of left in the dark if anything was to happen. You know,
and I think you touched on something there that's really important, is that to try the technologies on yourself.
Yeah, I think that's super important. You know, I think at the end of the day, if you're going to spend like, I don't know, a few £1,000s on a device and you've not actually even tried it out, then you're not going to know if it actually works or not. But I think it's super important to know how it feels, and if you believe in something, then that's why you should invest in it.
Absolutely. So looking into the future, what is next for Lois?
So I think for me, definitely more masterclasses, and definitely some more live masterclasses too. So today will be the first live that I'm doing. So
that's exciting.
Yeah, I think to show more like live, seeing me more on camera. Definitely, I feel like I shy away from the camera a little bit. So this is new, and hopefully we'll be going forward with it.
Perfect. And for our audience that want to follow your progress, follow your journey, where do they go?
Yeah, so Instagram, so at Miss Skin Official, that's where you can find me. And you'll see everything on there, and I'm constantly popping up.
Amazing. So if you want to learn the full protocol and what pairing the technologies from start to finish in Lois's case entails, join us today at 3 o'clock. Do not miss out. She's going to be sharing her tricks, her tips, basically her superpowers with you. So please, to all live attendees today, you will receive a full treatment workflow, educational support and information, and a step-by-step guide for the treatment. So we will hopefully see you later.
Yes.